So welcome to CBMC's podcast, where we take a deep dive into great stories of young professionals making an impact in the marketplace. My name is James Chao, and I'll be your host. If this is your first time tuning in, Christian Business Men's Connection is an organization that's been around for over 97 years in over 100 countries and over 340 cities alone in the U.S. Our mission is to produce multi-generational, multicultural, spiritual reproducers impacting the marketplace through the gospel of Jesus. And every month we get to hear great, inspiring stories from young professionals across all walks of life and get to hear their stories and how CBMC has impacted their lives. Today, we have a special guest named Dan Park, somebody I personally know for 6-7 years now in the marketplace. It's a good, dear friend of mine and who I introduced to CBMC. So Dan Park, thank you for being here today. We are so excited to have you. Can you tell the audience a little bit about who you are?
Sure. My name is Dan Park. I'm with Alpha Insurance, but I'm a Christian. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I've got a 1-year-old right now. I'm about to have another one next month.
Man, this is a busy time for you, and you're here. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your story, who you are, where you're from.
So I am from Philadelphia. I've been here for about 15 years or so. I met my wife here after school, didn't know what to do, wanted to go to a place where I didn't know anybody and set my own path in life. So that brought me down to Atlanta. Now my mom moved down here. I met my wife here, my in-laws here. So now my whole life is in Georgia. I found a great church, a great community. Great Korean food is down here. So all the things that I want. And then I started my business last year, and it was a pure God thing. And just thankful for everything I have right now.
So in the marketplace, you are doing, it's called Alpha Insurance.
Alpha Insurance.
Yeah, would you like to share a little bit about that?
Sure. Alpha Insurance, we do home, auto, life, commercial insurance, protecting you and your family.
Great. Okay. And now tell us about your relationship with CBMC. You've been with CBMC for what, 2-3 years now?
So I've been with CBMC for 3 years now. I am a co-facilitator at the Norcross group. We've got a great group of guys. Joseph Henderson is the lead facilitator right now, and I'm just his co-facilitator, helping him out with all the different logistics.
That's great. That's great. And being here for 3 years now, what would you say your greatest story or greatest impact from CBMC is thus far?
It's just the men that you're walking with. We had an amazing meeting the other day, maybe about a month ago, where people were sharing intimacies, vulnerabilities in their life like I haven't really heard. Not at church, not at many different places, but they were sharing things that are affecting their lives and have affected their lives ever since, I guess, birth till now. And that was just that one meeting. It just happened spontaneously.
Yeah, it's powerful, and not many times where men can be vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
It's great to have that safe space. So, but also it probably just didn't happen overnight. It probably just took time to build that relationship and that trust.
And it was the Holy Spirit just really moving in that room. You could feel the Spirit moving in the room, and it just filled up everybody just to be free.
Awesome. So now every CBMC young professional is usually paired up with a mentor. Tell us about your relationship with your mentor and how has that impacted you personally?
Sure. I've got this. I'm on my second mentor right now. I still keep in contact with my first mentor. The mentor and I have met every Tuesday at a Panera Bread, every other Tuesday. And it was great because he helped me really with my business, but he helped me being a father. He helped me being a husband as well. And also showed me how to mentor other people.
That's exciting. Wow. And how long have you been working with this mentor of yours?
So the first mentor that I had that CBMC set me up with, He was also in the same field that I was in, and we were walking together for about 2 years.
Dan, tell us about your personal goals or what your path looks like. Where do you see yourself in the next 2 or 3 years in your personal and your business, but also in your spiritual journey?
Man, it's tough because right now we're about to have our second kid. So I'm super excited about that. Another boy. Boys are very active. They've got a lot of energy. So where I'm going to be in the next 2 to 3 years is probably still full of diapers and with my wife just pulling our hair out. But it's such a blessing. Professionally, I have a new business. So it's just growing that business while in this midst of chaos. And, just having your own business is a different sort of chaos, right? So it's just fun things. With CBMC, really helps me feel grounded because there's a group of guys that can help me through this journey. A lot of times with kids and life and all this different chaos, it's easy to not be able to communicate with God or your community or your family as much as you want. And CBMC, with the structure, really helps me feel grounded.
You have so many things going on right now, obviously running a business and you have your second child coming. Tell us about your relationship with God, your relationship with Jesus, and how you lean on him.
How I lean on Jesus is just really leaning on him. There's a lot of struggles, there's a lot of hardships, but being with God just reminds me to enjoy life. There are so many different things that you could get lost in, but with God, you can just really just slow down and enjoy life because really you shouldn't have any worries. We could be worried about money. We could be worried about relationship with our wife or our kids. Am I being a good father? Am I being a good boss? Am I, leading my company well? There's a lot of worries we can have. But having Christ really should take away all those worries. Now, it doesn't always, but for the most part, my heart is at peace.
That's great. When you have the Holy Spirit in you, anything is possible through him, right?
Yeah.
For our audience out there who are tuning in and listening, young professionals or mature professionals who are maybe thinking about CBMC or wanting to know about CBMC, what advice would you have for them?
Just go to a meeting. Go talk to somebody. Really be active. There's a lot of times I make excuses of why not to do something. Just go ahead and be proactive. You could talk to a lot of different leaders, but really just go head first into it and meet the guys. The guys will change your thinking about life.
What is the best thing about CBMC so far?
So far is just having that mentorship. I didn't have a mentor going through my 20s and my 30s. So I feel like...
So when you have like life questions and as a man, I always like to ask, who do you go to? Who's your go-to? Who's the shoulder to lean on?
Yeah, and I can lean on my mentors. I just give them a call, send them a text, whether it be about business, whether it be my marriage, whether it be about, because they've gone through it all.
Yeah.
They've gone through a lot of mistakes too. And they're willing to share those mistakes with you so you don't make the same mistakes.
100%. Sometimes as men, it's hard to kind of just open up to our family members or even our parents or even pastors are really hard to kind of get to know, in a vulnerable state. But having that mentor, I think, is really helpful. And I've seen a lot of change and growth in your personal lives. And I remember you, when you were just married and then now you're having your second child.
Yeah.
It's just so exciting. 6
years and we're still going on strong. So
that's awesome. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share with our listeners? Any message or anything you'd like to share?
Yeah, I mean, CBMC can really change your life, and God can change your life if you wanted to. So take that leap of faith, and really just go after it. Don't be passive about anything. Don't be passive about life. I think life passes you by, because the thing is, God doesn't need you. God doesn't need me and you. You know, James is a good-looking guy. Maybe you think, oh, God needs me. No, He doesn't need any of us, right? But we have the opportunity, we have the chance to build the kingdom. And so, what does that look like to be a part of it? To take joy in it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're just the vessel. We're here
Yeah.
to serve His kingdom, right?
Yeah.
And it's His agenda.
Yeah.
That's what I like to tell people. Great. Well, again, Dance, thank you so much for being with us and sharing your story. Again, thank you for joining us, our CBMC podcast, where every month we get to take a deep dive into a young professional's journey and get to hear their stories and how they're personally impacting the marketplace. And hopefully that has empowered and encouraged you to take the next step. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure you like and subscribe and check us out on our next episode podcast. Thank you.